Hello and welcome to A Book in 2 Minutes. My name is Lindsay Milner and I'm a training and development consultant working mainly with non-profit organisations to help them to create awesome workplaces. So, while I've been doing this work, I'm a bit distracted today because I'm hoping that my voice is going to hold out, so fingers crossed. While I've been doing this work, I have read many business books, books on personal development, books on thinking, and books on effective management. And today's book is one that's particularly relevant if you're a small business. It's a classic. You have most likely come across it, maybe heard of it, maybe even read it. Hi Deborah, thanks, me too, fingers crossed. Today's book is the EMyth Revisited, and it's subtitled Why Most Small Businesses Don't Work and What to Do About It. So if you're a small business and you're struggling in some way, then this could well be worth a read for you. The author is Michael E Gerber, or Gerber, I don't know how he pronounces it, but one or the other. So the central premise of the book is, as the subtitle says, really, and he has a theory that the reason small businesses often don't work is because somebody leaves a job, they don't want to work for a boss, they want to be accountable for themselves and not beholden to a boss, and they're good at baking cakes, drawing, painting and decorating, making cupcakes. Did I say that already? Anyway, they're good at something, so they think that they'll start a business doing that, turn their hobby into a business, or maybe even a profession, something that they've done as a profession, and decide to go away and do that for themselves. But what tends to happen is, he talks about 3 different roles within a business: the technician, the manager, and the entrepreneur. So the technician is the person who's actually doing the work. So the baker, the painter, the decorator, the artist, the musician, the teacher, the trainer, the consultant. And most people who go into setting up a small business like that are about 70% technician. That's what they want to be doing. And they don't realise that running a business is a whole lot more than that. All the stuff about marketing and accounting and business development and market research, finding out what your customers want, the sales, keeping tabs on the finances, all of that is part of running a business. But the technician wants to just be baking the cakes or whatever it is they do. And so many small businesses run into difficulty because the owner or sole trader becomes inundated, might even get to a point where they take somebody on and probably delegate loads of stuff, but they don't properly delegate it. They don't sort of keep control. They end up delegating by abdication, he calls it. You just hand over all the, oh look, somebody can do the accounts for me, that's fantastic, thank you. It'd be IT for me. That's what I'd love to be able to offload onto somebody, is all the stuff about doing the website. I can't cope with it. It's not good. So you pass it all off and somebody's doing a great job, so you leave them to it, and the business continues to grow, and you delegate that person's hiring decisions. Your first person then hires more people, but you become further and further disconnected, and that's why he thinks that most businesses, small businesses, run into trouble. And he talks about turnkey solutions. So what he's proposing as the solution is that you automate as much as you can, that you systemise everything. The smooth running of your business depends on smooth systems and processes, and he uses stories to illustrate all of that. And yeah, like a lot of books, it's actually quite an interesting read. It's easy to sit and read it and work through it. It's quite old, although it's called EMyth Revisited. This edition is actually from 2001, so it's already pretty old. However, I think a lot of the advice that's in there is timeless. We've run across some of the things that we've run across in other books, where we've heard about how you have to treat people right to get the best out of them, how you have to test and make sure that your systems are as effective as they could be, and you're working towards continual improvement. So there's a lot of concepts in there that that do cross over and crop up time and time again in these kinds of books. That said, it is a classic, and Deborah's just popped in a comment that she thinks it's worth a read, and he's spot on. So yeah, that's nice to get somebody else agreeing with what I think. I think if you are a small business and you're at that point where you maybe want to grow and start taking on your first employee, then that's probably a really good time to read this and to think about your approach. That's today's book in 2 minutes, The E-Myth Revisited by Michael E Gerber. See you tomorrow, same time, Facebook Live, 4 p.m, for a book in 2 minutes. Bye.